Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, guess who's exhausted? Couldn't be me for the 10th night in a row. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired tonight. It is currently 12:36 a.m. on Saturday night going into Sunday morning. It's 50 degrees outside. Little surprise story to tell everybody. So, I said in my vlog from yesterday, which I just posted, since I've been gone, that I would tell you guys something that made more sense later. So I said that like Alex was gone at a friend's house yesterday. So I couldn't say this in a video because I didn't know by any chance who would watch it, if one of their close friends watched it or something. But one of Alex's really, really good friends since high school, she got married tonight. But the whole thing was a surprise. So, they had asked Alex to officiate the wedding. They asked in May. So, Peter, who has a hard time keeping secrets, kept this secret since May. Can you believe it? And had to act like I knew nothing. So, Alex went over to their house last night and he stayed there to help them get the wedding prepared today. It was very, very small. It was like his parents, his sister, and then he had a friend that played piano that came in from out of town and his best friend growing up. And then it was Alex, and then it was her mom, brother and sister, and then Alex and I, and then there were like 4 other friends, and that was it. And 2 of them came with me, which they had no clue what was going on. So we go there, we show up, and it was outside. It was very nice. And so we showed up, and there was like this placard that said, "Surprise, we're getting married." And so like they would, like, everybody was standing there taking pictures, like, so nobody knew until they, you know, like, got there that it was a wedding tonight. And it was very cool. So, and I was so proud of my husband. He looked so nice. And it was supposed to be like a housewarming get together because they like moved into this house, this beautiful house. And so it's supposed to be like a housewarming thing. And so, but anyway, it was really nice. And it was just like a little ceremony in their backyard. And Alex officiated the whole thing. And then they had like a little dinner, a catered dinner. And nice little cake and stuff. It was just really, really nice. And but that was it. So, but I couldn't say anything about it in the video yesterday in my vlog because I was afraid that maybe somebody would see it. I don't know who would watch my vlog and then the secret would be ruined, obviously. But so anyway, he went over there last night and they like got the backyard ready and all this kind of stuff. And then he wrote out like with them like what he was gonna say today, and they just did like very traditional vows. I'll have a vow from what's that show? Wheel of Fortune. I'll have a vow. No, very traditional vows that they read, and then that was it. But last night I watched Big Brother and then filmed videos and stuff, and then I watched Big Brother, and while I was eating my dinner of hummus bread, it was so exciting. And then I was gonna get up and I was gonna like, I wanted to lay down for like an hour, and I was like, okay, well Alex is, you know, gone, so I can just here by myself. So, and I never sleep well when Alex isn't there. I just, for some reason, I'm like I sleep really light when he is not there. Like any sound I like wake up to, right? Which has been forever since he hasn't stayed there because he hasn't gone out of town, you know, or stayed anywhere else for a long time. So about 11:30 or something, 11:45, I lay down with the dogs, and I was gonna get up and I was gonna vlog afterwards and listen to my audiobook and stuff. I think I told you guys about this morning when I vlogged. I slept straight through the night. I slept so peacefully. Well, okay, like a couple times throughout the night. Who was texting me? Oh, Mel. A couple times throughout the night I woke up and I was like, did I vlog already? Like this morning when I woke up, I was like, did I vlog already? At one point, I was just telling Alex this. The dogs went absolutely crazy. Like, I think they heard something like a car that sounded like Alex's car and they thought he was home. So they started like, and it was like, it scared the hell out of me. And I was like, it's not your dad. But little Boo Radley slept so close to me all night long. And I just slept so well last night. So anyway, but I got up at 10 this morning or something, close to 10, 9:30 or 10, and I am like, been going all day, and I am exhausted. I got up today, and I vlogged, and then I hadn't seen Tanya, so I stopped by the kennel because she was working, and we sat out on the front porch for a little while and talked. And then she showed me these two little puppies that she has there that are so adorable, that were Papillons, because Boo and Tucker are half Papillon, half Maltese. And so she was showing me they look just like their mom, because Boo and Tucker's mom was a Papillon. So the eyes look like Boo Radley, like kind of like dark eyes with like little eyebrow kind of things. They were real cute. And then I went to the post office, because I've been meaning to go to the post office, so I finally went today. And I got something very, very cool that somebody made me, but I'm going to show it in a drama video, so it's going to have to wait. I'm not going to talk about it on here yet. And what else? And then I came home, and I was like, one of the dogs, I don't know if maybe it was just like they were confused as Alex not being there, but one of the dogs had diarrhea today, and it just was like, Mel is texting me all these links that I asked her to text me. So anyway, they never have accidents in their crate, like, ever. And the last time that I remember them having an accident in their crate, I could be wrong, maybe I'm wrong, but I think was when Pee-Pee was still alive. So almost like a year ago. And they weren't even in there that long, like, because that was when I went to, I went to go get coffee. Or no, I got coffee during my vlog. So that was when I left to go vlog this morning. I was only gone for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I wasn't even gone that long, so I wasn't at Tanya's very long. So then I got home, what did I do? Oh, I started uploading my vlog. Oh, then Melissa called me. And this rescue that Melissa works for, that she's like on, that she volunteers for, they were selling mums, that all the mums, the proceeds were going to the donations for this animal rescue that she works with. So she was like, I know you always get mums every year, because I love mums. I think they're beautiful for the fall. And so she was like, I'm up here if you want to come by. And it was real close to our house. It was in this Marsh grocery store that had closed down. So I told her I would run up there because I wanted to support her. Oh my God, these mums are, I mean, they're like this big, you guys. I mean, they're huge. And they were 1 for $25 or 2 for $45, and I got 2. And, which sounds expensive, but they're beautiful. They haven't even started blooming yet. And I got purple ones, which is kind of different than I usually get, but I thought that that would be kind of fun. I very rarely just drink like a real Coca-Cola, but that's like the only soda they had there besides Diet Coke tonight. And I was like, oh, kind of want a Coke. Sounds kind of good. So, and then I came back, fed the dogs, and I was like, okay, now I got to start getting ready because I had to be there. Well, I had to pick up our friends at between 4:15 and 4:30. I was supposed to be there at 4:15. I got there at like 4:20. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which they live kind of like, they live like a half an hour from us, where the wedding was. And then, so we could get to their house, which by 5 o'clock. So I didn't film any other videos today. Like I had planned to, if I got up early enough. Well, I really didn't think I'd get up early enough today, but I did. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm not gonna rush myself. I'm just gonna get ready. Oh, and then I had kind of a wardrobe malfunction at the last minute. I had this really cute outfit, which it totally didn't matter because I was like, okay, it's a wedding. I want to look nice and whatever. But like, because nobody knew that it was a wedding. It's like, some people were dressed up because the invitation said dress to impress, but like some people were dressed up, but like other people were just like dressed pretty normal. But I have this shirt on, but I have sweat shorts on. I changed my pants, my I say slacks now. When did I start saying slacks? I used to hate that word. So yesterday I went to Macy's and bought another Ralph Lauren shirt. It was marked down. I think I talked about that on here too, that I was gonna wear today. It's like blue and white checks, and I was gonna wear it with these like white, they're not white, they're like off-white, kind of like tan bucks. But it just, the whole outfit looks so bad. And not only that, but even with socks on, the blisters on my feet from the shoes that I wore last weekend to that wedding hurt so bad that I was like, there's no way, and I'm gonna be uncomfortable all night. So I'm like rifling through my closet, trying to find a pair of shoes that are dressy enough to go with these pants, slacks, these pants that are comfortable. And so I finally find these shoes that are kind of like brownish, kind of like mossy green. They're real cute. They're from ASOS. They're suede, and they have like this like a tassel fringe, that kind of thing on the front of them. I very rarely wear them. I bought them a couple years ago, and I thought I'll just keep these because I was going to send them back. And then I was like, oh, I think I'll keep these and I'll wear them, you know, like in the fall, they'll look cute with jeans or whatever. Well, thank God I did, because they're so comfortable. And I wore them tonight, but then I was like, okay, they don't go with this shirt at all. This looks stupid. So I didn't find another shirt to wear. Well, thank God I had bought this as a possibility for the photo shoot that we did. And didn't end up wearing this. I actually got this shirt at Nordstrom Rack. This was a $79 shirt, you guys, that I got. It was marked down to $9 at Nordstrom Rack. And it's really nice. It's kind of like a chambray kind of shirt. Which is funny because Alex had a gray suit on with a shirt like very similar in color to this. So anyway, yeah. So that was my exciting day. It was nice tonight. It was like so just like laid back, and it was such a beautiful evening for it, even though it's 49 now. It's chilly for Indianapolis. Even though it was chilly outside. Oh, I bought a jacket. It's in the back seat too. Not like a sport coat, but I bought like a hooded, like zip up jacket from Target today. That's what else I did. I went to Target and got that jacket. And a new mask at Target. For the jacket was $24.99. Everybody thought it was real cute tonight. I was like, oh, thanks. I just wanted like a jacket to wear outside, you know, if it got cold. So I wore that. Because it did kind of start getting chilly outside. What was the other thing I was gonna say? But anyway, that was that. So yeah, it was a good day. It was very calm. And then tomorrow we are going over to Alex's aunt's house. Well, he thought it was at 11 because he was just listening to a message from his aunt before I left because he was getting ready to go to bed. And we actually have to be there at 1. He just texted me before I started vlogging, which is nice because then I get to sleep in a little bit. But they got matching shirts from Old Navy, these like gray and white matching t-shirts. And we're doing another photo shoot, which will be fun. It'll be, you know, and then they're gonna do like some kind of barbecue for Fufu and Jesse, since they're tomorrow night going to her family's house for a week. So like this part of their trip is over, of them being here. So, and then it is no commitments for a while. We get to just relax. I feel like I've had like several things that I've had to do. I was telling Tanya today, I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you really. She's like, I know, I feel like I haven't seen you either. We're starting a workshop on Monday, a Zoom workshop that's like the same people that did the literature meeting that I had before, but plus like 4 or 5 new people. So it's like 9 or 10 people that are gonna do it. All women and me, which I love. And I'm really excited about that. that starts on Monday. A workshop's just like where you like read through the text and like the basic text, and then you like, you know, talk about steps and things like that. It'll be fun. I'm excited about it. It's a nice way to connect. My sponsor's gonna do it too. I talked to my sponsor for a long time today on the phone too. Or was that yesterday? No, that was yesterday. I talked to her for a long time on the phone when I was shopping at Macy's. She had just bought trees at Costco, and she was getting a hot dog at Costco too. I go, what are you doing? She goes, I love the hot dogs at Costco. I had to have a hot dog, a Costco hot dog. So she was telling them what to put on the hot dog at Costco. And then I was talking to her and I said, are you just sitting in your car waiting to go inside your house? And she goes, no, I'm eating my hot dog while I'm talking to you. She's so funny. I love her. Where's my oh, I thought my battery was like low. I feel like my contacts are like shards of glass in my eyes. I've had them in. I slept in them last night. So they've been in my eyes for a while. I think I slept in them the night before too. I've slept in them quite a few nights now. I need to take them out tonight. And then my friend this couple that I drove home that we're friends with, because they live real close to us, like she was asking me all about like skincare and stuff on the way home, and like she has beautiful skin, but she was like, I really want to do like a skincare regimen, and she was like, what do you recommend? And I was like, well, I think you should I said like because a lot of my friends use like dermatological level like skincare products. Like they wouldn't go into a Sephora and buy skincare products. They would only buy it from like a doctor. Like my friend Valerie, like she buys like skincare from doctors. Like she doesn't, you know. But I told her, I said, if you're not, I mean, like that's a lot of money. I said I really believe in like, you know, mid-range products. I said I would just go into Sephora and say, can you, because she's like, I don't know a lot about my skin type. And I said, well, you seem like, you know, normal to like, you know, she's pretty normal skin type. Our friend is Puerto Rican. She's beautiful skin. And I said, you know, like, just go in there and say like, this is what I want to do. Can you help me like get started on some kind of skincare regimen? She's like, well, what do you do? And I go, well, I've really fallen out of it, but like my nighttime routine, I really think made a difference when I did it. Like, she's like, well, what did you do? And I was telling her about the hydrating face mask and washing my face and the Tatcha doing mist spray. She's like, well, I have some of that. I love that. And I said, well, she goes, I never thought about spraying it on my face at night. I said, I just feel like it keeps your skin really moisturized at night. And I said, I really believe in the lip masks. I said, you can get them at Laneige, which they're like $20. I said, and the hydrating face mask, you can get anywhere from like $20 to $100. I said, but Neutrogena makes a really great hydrating face mask boost. It's probably my favorite, honestly. I love the smell of it. The smell is kind of like fresh and clean to kind of like chemical. It's like in between. And, so I was telling, but I don't think did I mention that one to her tonight? I don't know which one I mentioned to her, but anyway. So I was like, yeah, just go into Sephora. I said, but tell him, I said, like, I don't want to spend tons of money. I just want mid-range, you know? I said, you can also, like, I mean, I was telling her, like, there's other things. You can find, like, good stuff at just, like, Walmart and stuff, too, if you Google it, you know? Because she was asking me about, like, doing videos about the makeup industry and stuff, and I said, because her husband was talking about how when he was growing up, his aunt like would have him like put makeup on her. His aunt was like older than him, and it was like this like bonding thing they did, because he would, you know, was like had to spend summers with them or whatever. And he was like, yeah, he was like, whenever you talk about it, I always think about that. And he's like, do you know that much about makeup? I said, I don't know tons about makeup, but I mean, I know enough, like, from watching this stuff. But I said, I definitely know about skincare, because I, like, really enjoy skincare. I think it's fun. I said, you know, I think that's why people really know a lot about makeup, and they're so interested in it, because they have so much fun with it. You know, it's like it's a release of creativity for them. It's not just, well, I want to look glamorous, or I want to look this way, or I want to look that way. It's that, you know, it's like it's fun. It's a fun outlet for them. I said, so whatever you're going to do, because she was like, I've always wanted to have a skincare routine. I said, well, do something that makes you, that it's fun for you, or you're not going to want to do it if it feels like work, you know? But, so we had a good conversation on the way home. We actually got lost on the way back. I took the wrong split on the interstate, and so we were going downtown, and, like, Alex had, like, just got home, and he was, like, looking on, because Alex and I have like our locators, you know, on our phone or whatever, and he was like, I thought you had beat me home. And so he looked on and he goes, why are you guys like headed towards downtown? He called, and we were all laughing, and he was like, because I took the wrong way, because we were talking in the car. Yeah, but it was nice. I kind of decided that I'm probably not going to make videos tomorrow too. I feel like I just need to take like a day or two and just, I feel like I've kind of been going and going and going of doing not a whole lot of anything. I'd like to just spend a whole day doing nothing but just like watching TV shows. I really want to watch Lovecraft Country. I feel like everybody I talk to is watching it. It just keeps on coming up everywhere I go. It came up again tonight. My friend was also telling me about a show on Amazon that was like little different stories. Modern Life, maybe she said. I think it's called something like that. Mel is sending me all these links right now to stuff about Chris Watts on YouTube, because I just talked to Mel. Oh, please tell me this isn't happening again. Okay, thank God. I'm charging my phone, and every time I charge my phone, it plays my audiobook. I don't know why. I just said that to Mel on the phone. I said, every time I charge my phone, it plays my audiobook. And then I have to find my space where I was last, or where my place in the book where I was last. I'm loving this book, A Bad Day for Sunshine. It's just such an enjoyable kind of like escape read. It's just so good. But anyway, Mel and I were talking about the Chris Watts, Shanann Watts case. So tragic. I was telling her, I said, this was a really hard book for me. And she said, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, Chris Watts killed his wife, Shanann Watts, and their two little daughters, Bella and Celeste. And she said, like, hard as in what do you mean? And I said, I just had a hard time with it. Like, I don't know, just imagining these little girls' last moments for me just was like, I mean, he took his daughter's favorite blanket and smothered her with it. And then the other sister was sitting there watching and said, Daddy, don't, is the same thing gonna happen to me? And he said, yes. I mean, just to know that that little child was conscious in that moment of what was going on. I mean, can you even imagine? Like, it just breaks my heart. Like, I just am like, oh, it's just so sad. It's just so sad. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So we were talking about the case, and there's just so many different things I wonder about the case. And so she was telling me about all these videos that she had watched, and so she was recommending people to me. Fall is definitely here. It smells like bonfires outside Indiana because everybody's having bonfires tonight, I think. I was so excited to get my mums today. They look so beautiful on our front walk. So funny that something like that makes me so happy. My mom, when I was growing up, she would buy like a cheap 6-pack of beer, and then every week, I was telling Melissa this, I think I said this on my vlog actually, she would put like a can of beer in each, and supposedly the yeast helps mums. I don't know if that's true. I probably shouldn't be saying that left and right, because if people start doing it, it'll be killing their mums. But I think my mom said that, and it really did. Our mums were always gorgeous when I was growing up. We've got so many plants at the house now, and I just want more all the time. I just love it really like brightens up the space. It's so funny, like the small things that I did this year that really, like getting a lot of plants around our house. I mean, we probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bigger plants. I mean, and by big, I mean like this, you know, mid-range kind of thing. I keep on using that word, mid-range. 5, and then like maybe like 6 succulents, 6 or 7. I think that's a lot of plants for our place. I'd like to have a lot more. Our bathroom, like the bathtub does not work because there was a leak in it. And so when they came, this is years ago, Alex isn't a real bath taker either. I would if we had a bigger bathtub, but it's just like a normal bathtub, you know, white bathtub. But when they fixed the leak, they sealed it off. And that was when we were gonna like originally get the whole bathroom redone, and we still just haven't. So I said to Alex, I said, I'd love to put like big trees in there, like not big trees, but big plants and stuff, you know, in the bathtub. And he goes, really? He was like, I don't know what I think about all that. And I said, I think it would look really cool. It would like add, you know, like some life to the bathroom and some greenery and stuff. Like, you know, you see in like kind of like in apartments in like New York City and stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of fun. The problem is we don't have a lot of like natural light in our house. So unless we have like plants like right there by where the sliding glass doors are, that it's really hard to have like a lot of plants in our house because there just is not a lot of natural light unless you have plants that need no natural light, which how many plants don't need any natural light whatsoever? If you know of them, please put them in the comment section below because I will be buying many of them. I was just talking to Mel about like having read this book or starting, like I'm halfway through this book. I'm not even halfway through it yet, but like I really want to read some mystery series, and she's read like all the Janet Ivanovich books, and I really want to read the Janet Ivanovich books, I think. And then the Jonathan Kellerman books. I bought the first one. I think it's called When the Bow Breaks. I bought it like a year ago. And then I still have to finish My Life as a White Trash Zombie by Diana Rowland. I have to finish that series. Do you guys know any good mystery series that you just like swear by that you can't like put them down? I used to not really like series, and I'm really like, with the Truly Devious series by Maureen Johnson, that was a young adult series, but it was really well done. I think anybody would enjoy it. A lot of the references are like pop cultural references, and part of the book took place like in the 40s, 30s, 40s. So I think 30s, late 30s. I think anybody would enjoy it, but I really want to start reading some more series and get into them. I used to back in the day. I would start these over, but I don't know where to start because I would repeat a lot of the books. It probably wouldn't even matter because I don't even remember them because it's been. So I was gonna say the K. Scarpetta books, Dr. K. Scarpetta. Who's the writer of those? Patricia Cornwell. So when my job title was that I was a liaison between. Well, I did all the assessments and the evaluations for treatment for this between the treatment center that I worked in and this Department of Corrections. So I would drive all over. That was like right after I got my master's degree. I would drive all over, and I would do like 3 assessments in a day, 3 or 4 assessments. And so I would have to like drive from Indianapolis to like northern Indiana and then like back in a day, right? So I'd be in my car for like 4 or 5 hours a day. So that was really like a big part of when I started listening to a lot of audiobooks. I would go and I would buy audiobooks on cassette tape or on CD disc, you know, like they still make them. You can get them at like half price books that way. But that's how I originally started listening. Stopped, it was at the end. But that's originally how I started listening to them. And I just turned the heat on to 74 and my contacts immediately dried up and it got so hot in here. Good to know that my heat works really well in this car still. But anyway, I cannot believe, can I just tell you guys, I am almost out of this first jar of my Lunar Beauty lip gloss. Can you even believe it? I love it. I don't remember where I put my other, I have like 4 or 5 more of these. I don't remember where I put them. I think I bought 4 and somebody sent me 2. I ended up giving Melissa one. The ones that I bought. Oh, but that's when I started listening to, I do love that lip gloss so much though. I think it's so pretty and it's so nice. And it smells so good. When I was driving around doing those assessments, I started listening to a lot of audiobooks. And the 2 different authors that I read that I liked at the time were Patricia Cornwell. I listened to a lot of those. I remember one that was like Potter's Grove, I think was one. I don't know how many of her books. I may have only listened to 2 or 3 of them, but felt like I listened to a lot of them. Now she's got tons, right? So I'd like to go back and maybe start over. And the other one was, and they ended up turning this into a TV show called Bones, but it was the Deja Dead series. I cannot remember who it's by. Kathleen Reichs, maybe? Is that right? But anyway, I loved those books. Those were so good. So if you guys know like a good mystery series to like really get into and start, I would love to know that. I'd love to start a new mystery series. I don't know why I've always kind of been resistant to reading series. I think it's because there's like a commitment to it that I don't know that like I'll ever finish, if that makes sense. This girl told me tonight that there are these apartments over here. Somebody, my friend was telling me. Where? I don't see. Oh, I bet they're back there. Actually, I want to drive through here and see if this is. She called them something. She was like, these Spark apartments. I was like, what? I go, there's no apartments back in there. She said, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, what? This girl moved. This is so developed in here. This was like never anything back here back in the day. Alex's friend Sarah used to live right over there. All that used to be back here was the library back in the day. There's the police station. I didn't even know the police station was right there. What is that fitness center right there? There's like a gym right here. Are you kidding me? This is like so built up. I had no idea. What is the fitness center? Oh, Orange Theory Fitness? I've never heard of it. I don't think I need to go through the police station. Looks like it's closed down anyway for the night. This goes all the way around. Oh, there's the library. When Tanya and I and my sponsor, oh, there it is, right there. We came for that concert last year where they did that dog thing in the park. It was right here. See, you can see there's like this big outside amphitheater here. Look how nice all of this is. God, I didn't even realize it was this built up now that I'm seeing it. Can I not get around through here? This is a fire station. Do you see over here? It's so nice. I never made it to what I was looking for. It's a long road. I was listening to some Neil Young earlier tonight. Ahead. The Painter. Do you guys know that song? Find you're looking for. Where is this place that she was talking about? Spark Apartments. What? I love the sound of a charging signal, don't you? I said, by the beer place? She just looked at me like I was crazy because there's this beer, like, brewer beer. Oh, there it is, Spark Apartments. Well, look at those. Those are so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, you want to see since I made you look with me? There they are. It says Spark right there. Those are so cute. They have little balconies on the top. Look at all that. Okay, hey. They look like that at this hotel in Miami that we used to stay at, the Hotel Victor. That's cute. It's real cute. You walk everywhere around here. I like that. My mom, not that I think she would have loved apartment living later in life, but all these places, like I grew up in Carmel, and Carmel is very similar to this now, where is this happening to your town anywhere? Where like downtown where I lived, that was like, I swear to God, I just thought I saw somebody in there at the cashier place, the cash register, and I drove by and then they weren't there. But when I was growing up, it literally was just like small town, like square, right? And now it's like all built up like this, where you literally could just like live in one of these apartments and walk everywhere, not even have to have a car. It's like grocery store, Target right down there, you know, and then gas stations and convenience stores and 30 restaurants around here, good restaurants, and like an arts garden and like a beer pub, not pub, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a brewery is right there and all kinds of stuff, you know? So cute. Little dress stores and boutiques and God, all kinds of stuff in here. It's nice, it's really nice. Something is rattling in that door over there. It's driving me crazy. Isn't it funny, like, what sound you notice? Charging my phone. Shut up, door. Oh, look, I started to sink down. I know I said tonight's vlog was going to be longer, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do. I'm starting to fade. Is in that door that's like rattling like that? Tanya probably. Well, she wasn't in my car. I was gonna say she put change on the side over there. I'm so weird about like not having anything in my car. I like try to keep it like so clean. Station and see what this is. Well, now it's not doing it, of course. I'm kind of hungry all of a sudden. I don't know why. The dinner they had was There's literally nothing in there. You guys want to see this jacket that I got? Oh, it's all folded nice. See? It's like a little, like, you know, sailor jacket, and then has like these little drawstrings on it. See, isn't that so cute? The hood. Their dinner tonight that was catered, it was so nice. It was just like this one woman that came and like catered this stuff. And it was some kind of chicken deal, some kind of like it was like some kind of beef and some kind of chicken, which of course I didn't eat, and then green beans, cornbread, and macaroni and cheese. And the appetizers were chicken pot stickers, which I didn't have any of, but then these corn muffins, but they were like round balls that had like this pesto sauce over them. Those were really good. And then they had the cake. And then his sister, she made like all these desserts. It was just very homey because it was so small, you know? It was really nice. I don't know why that door is still rattling over there when there's like literally nothing in that door. I think I really want to just kind of like this winter, well obviously, you know, continue to like, I really want to spend time this fall and winter getting into shape. Like, that's my main goal. I'm really ready to be on my roller skates, and if it wasn't, to be honest with you, for these blisters on my feet, I would have already been in them. But I'm afraid that if I put them on, it's just gonna like, I mean, these blisters, I would show you guys about, I mean, when I show them to people, they're like, I showed them to Tanya today, she's like, oh my God. I was like, Tanya, I literally wasn't even in those shoes that long. I don't know how they got that way. It's like cuts across my ankle like this, it looks like. It's like, and I've broken these shoes are broken in. It's like every single time I wear shoes, because I don't know, maybe it's just my feet are just not used to wearing shoes, because I hardly ever wear shoes. I always just wear Birkenstock sandals, always, you know? Even in the winter, sometimes I bring, well, what do you call it? The heels of my feet I don't do this anymore, but like, they used to be so bad, like cracked and stuff in the winter, because I would wear, literally when it was snowing outside, I would wear Birkenstock clogs. So, with no socks. So my feet would get so cracked. And that's how I really like, well, years ago, that's how I started going to get like pedicures. But now I always wear like socks when I go out, but, and I don't wear Birkenstock clogs because I don't want my socks to get wet, but what shoes do I usually wear? What shoes did I wear last winter? Oh, my topsiders, like my Sperry's, I wear, like, does anybody call them topsiders anymore? I used to wear those a lot, but those get real wet in the snow too. Well, we didn't have a lot of snow last year, that's part of it. I feel like I wore like running shoes, maybe, that I just could slide my feet into. Yeah. I really want to like really focus on taking care of my health and getting into shape now that I've got my back, like, you know, taken care of. I'm on track with that. I've got to schedule an appointment with this primary care physician and then get on the weight deal, which I'm working on already. Tonight I didn't. But, and then of course, like, you know, like I really want to focus on like having fun and doing the most with my channels this fall and winter. And like trying some new stuff. And then, but I also want to really like hibernate this, like really just kind of nest and watch a lot of great TV shows and read a lot and listen to a lot of audiobooks. Like I've really enjoyed watching a lot of shows, you know, like that's been really fun for me. like, and that was like, I know this sounds corny, but that was like one of my goals, if you remember back earlier this year, that I would just kind of like sit and watch a show. I think Schitt's Creek like really helped with that, like really forcing myself just to sit there and watch episode after episode after episode, because I love doing that when I get into a show, but it has to be like a really good show that I can get into, you know? I know this is gonna sound stupid too, but I hate getting into a show and then being like, I have to wait another year for it to come out. Like, I've been waiting forever for... I was reading that construction sign for Wentworth to come back out, but I'm not super excited for this season of Wentworth. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good, but there's a character that's returning that I just don't love the storyline. I think it's just not my favorite storyline, and it's going to be a huge part of the show, and I don't know. Do you ever watch shows, like, you get into it and you love them, but there's always that, like, character or storyline that you just, like, literally they can never catch a break? Like, that's kind of Wentworth. And I'm just like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody that doesn't know who's returning. If you don't know and you're not caught up, I don't want to ruin it for you. But... And then I was like saying, like last night I said, or this morning, that I want to watch Murder, She Wrote again. I think that would be fun to start watching Murder, She Wrote again. But I can't see where the battery is, but it looks like it's like half full. I think I have another battery with me, but I'm not sure if I charged the other ones today. I may not have. I think I have another battery with me. I mean, I have one, but I don't know if it's charged or not. Because I don't think I didn't plug them in. And I either plugged them in and charged them and then put them in here back already, or I didn't, and I just don't, you know. I don't know. Where's the other battery? No, there's the other battery. I think I do have one charged, one left. Oh, man. I always used to kind of like, when I was growing up, I loved fall too, to like settle in. It was such a like great season to just like get excited about reading. Whatever I like, my books and my TV shows and my movies, always I love to be like are seasonal to me. Like around like this time, like going into like the Halloween season. Something about today being cooler and buying mums and stuff like that, and just like being outside tonight when it was much cooler and you could smell like bonfires in the air, like people burning fires outside, you know, which is such a smell of fall in Indiana. Really made me like feel like in the Halloween mood, and like whenever that happens, it's kind of like the same for summer. Like when I start reading or getting to summer, I want to read like, you know, mysteries or thrillers, or I mean the same thing is for winter and fall, but like in the summer, or if I'm going on vacation, you know, to a beach or outside, I want to like read something that takes place in that area. I'm very much like that with like TV shows and stuff. So like as I'm going into fall, I get excited about it, but I also want to think like, okay, what books do I want to read? Like I was telling Mel tonight, like I really want to read My Life as a White Trash Zombie. I want to finish that series because it's kind of a fallish series, even though it's not at all. Like it takes place in like, I think it's in Louisiana, and it takes place in the summertime, so it's not like it is at all. But for some reason I associate, maybe that's the zombie factor of it, you know. But like also like what TV shows I'm gonna watch. Do you guys do that? Like you get kind of like, you know, geared up for a season, like I don't know. My mom used to too. Like it's so funny, like I look back and I can remember like all the things that she did, like getting the house ready for fall, like, you know. I need to change my clothes out in my closet too, so I have my fall and winter clothes out. I never used to do that, but I enjoy doing it now. It makes it so much easier. I should pull in here and read a couple comments. I haven't done that for a while. wonder if I was like gritting my teeth last night in my sleep. I used to do that a lot and I don't anymore as much, but my teeth have kind of like been, my jaw's kind of been hurting a little bit today. Some kind of construction going on over here. I was thinking to myself just right now when I saw this construction stuff over here, because it looked kind of like they were putting up a carnival in a parking lot. Do you know those parking lots and carnivals? I used to love those when I was a kid. They'd always be in the Target parking lot. I was thinking to myself, I didn't see one parking lot carnival this summer. But of course they wouldn't have had them because of COVID. Let me pull up over here. Lock my door so the serial killers don't get me. Okay. Let's just read a couple comments. Oh, thank you, Mel. So the October book that we're reading is called The Sinatra Club. Oh, that's all she sent me. And it's by Sal Polisi, Steve Dougherty, and narrated by Pete Simonelli. If you get it on Audible. Okay. Comments to the vlog. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watching my Peter Does Stuff channel. It's so cool. Oh my god, I just posted my vlog and it's already got almost 1,000 views on it. Kelly said, what kind of car do you drive? I love the look. I drive a Jeep Cherokee. Gina said, yay, Peter. Emily said, I love Peter's. I'll explain that later. Yay, so happy you popped up on this Saturday evening. Love him from Hawaii. Hello. Sarah said, I'm so happy the vlog is finally up. I was worried there wasn't going to be one. Perfect timing before I fall asleep for the night. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, at this point with the vlogging, well, I probably shouldn't say this because then something like I'll just fall asleep one night and forget to put the vlog up and everybody will be worried. But if I were going to take some time off again, like when I, like when PP passed away, like, and I said I was going to take, I can't remember how I said it now, but that I was going to take some time off from vlogging and not post videos, like I would let you guys know. Like I wouldn't just not post a video for like 3 or 4 days. Like I would definitely like put something up on the community tab or something to let people know. Erica said, I'll never see my North Stars again. She's like crying emojis about my hockey team. Nathan said, yay, so glad we were able to get a vlog today. Love you, Peter. Thank you. Bernie said, regarding like kids playing sports in the morning, sports are usually scheduled early to avoid exertion during the heat of the day and also to have time left over to do other things. Okay. I didn't know that. Amber said, what a fun Saturday night surprise while I'm eating dinner. Yay! People always tell me to use the Starbucks app. I use the Starbucks app. Always. But not to go ahead and order it ahead of time, because for me, part of the fun, especially viewing my videos, is like to show the process, not just to like drive through and grab my drink. So that's why I don't. But I guess if you order ahead of time, you get extra points. I don't know. Adam is, there's like more guys watching this, and there was always just ever like one Hunter. Hey, Hunter. Adam said, watching you from Australia on a Sunday morning. Oh, thank you. Sabrina said, I'm 16th with like funny face. Wait, I just liked something. I don't even know what it is. I just liked this comment and then I unliked it just in case you want to know. Adventures End said, I'm so ashamed to say I really dislike the 3 hellos. Hello, hello, hello. That's just for you. But I've been watching every vlog for 2 years now, and a day isn't complete without a Peter Monn vlog. LOL, so glad one came today, even with the dreaded hellos. Let's see what somebody else said. Sabrina said, LOL, I like them. Everyone's different preferences. It's what makes us unique, I guess. And then right underneath this is so funny, but Melissa said, hello, 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 with a blue heart. Oh my gosh, cracks me up. Christy said, so happy to see you. This baby in my belly is giving me a really hard time tonight. She's gonna be a troublemaker like her mama, and I needed to pick me up. Aww. Adriana from Brazil said, oh my god, I was nervous a vlog wouldn't happen today. Thank goodness I got this notification. I freaking love you, Peter. That's what Caitlin always says. She always says, I freaking love you, Peter. I have a friend that says that to me in recovery, one of my sober friends. She's one of my friends, but she happens to be sober too. But she always says, I freaking love you, Peter Monn, whenever she sees me. And I don't know why it cracks me up when I see Caitlin say it on here. Oh my god, I was like, why is everybody putting these Christmas emojis on there? And then I remembered. Oh my god, I love how many people did Christmas emojis. Crystal said, Friends will always be my home felt show. I can never get enough of. I used to watch the old school Roseanne's too. The show reminds me of my mom. So when I was in San Diego last year, because we were over at Fufu's house, Alex loves Friends. Okay, the battery's about to die. Hold on. Some kind of bird just came down here and flew into the parking lot. It's a huge bird, and it's just like sitting right over here. If for some reason this thing starts to flash, I'll just say goodbye real quick, and then you'll know, so at least there'll be some kind of ending. So when we were in San Diego last year, Alex loves Friends, and so he was like he had introduced, Fufu to Friends, and so Fufu loves Friends. So we were watching all these episodes of Friends. I had never like really watched Friends. I dated this guy way back in the day that loved Friends, and like he would come to visit, and like this was my boyfriend straight out of treatment. And it's just like, for some reason, I never liked the show. I never connected with it. I felt like I never really had that group of college friends. It just felt like I was an outsider watching that show. I never connected with it. So I started watching it when I was out there, and I really liked it. Did you just see something like, what was that light that went by in the back there? That was so spooky. So I started watching it, and I really liked it, and then I think they took it off of Netflix or something. I was like, whatever. So I don't watch it anymore. Maybe it's still on, I don't know. Scarlett said, everybody has their favorite sitcoms. Best are Roseanne, Golden Girls. Alice, I loved Alice back in the day. Everybody loves Raymond and Frasier. This last two, I don't think I've ever seen an episode of. I know, right? I mean, maybe at some point if they were just on. It's interesting to see what people like. Katie, I'm so horribly pronouncing this name, said, catching up on the vlog, whoever reads this, I hope you are having a safe and fun fall weekend. You too. Okay, I love board games. Said, this is the bumper sticker that I've always liked. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than going to a garage makes you an automobile. Thank you. Kathy said, I respect you saying you do regret not attending a church service for your mom. I hear so many say, I have no regrets, YOLO, and so on. Regrets are part of your youth, or part of our growth. It changes our perspectives moving forward. Not everything we do will be our favorite, but we learn things as we go. Oh, Peter, it's okay you didn't realize this then. Your mom knew your heart and she understood. And yes, you have developed into a man who would show up now. Okay, so here's my thing about... I think there's probably a time in my life that I said I have no regrets. And the reason why I would say that is because most of what I have lived through in my life, I've had learned experiences from, right? I've learned lessons from those things that have happened. But I definitely do have regrets in my life. Today, I have no problem looking at that and saying that. Hunter said, I refuse to go to church with my sister and her family when they ask. Girl, no, I'm firmly against Southern Baptist churches and everything they stand for. But that's a little bit different than... My church was pretty liberal. He said, I posted a much longer comment about this, and YouTube took it down, didn't even use inappropriate language. I didn't take it down, so it was them. I guess talking about the discriminatory practices of the Southern Baptist churches. I don't know about all that. But my ex, whose father was so nice, was Southern Baptist, and we went to his funeral. I'll never forget this. This was my exposure. This is my only exposure to anything Southern Baptist. We went to his funeral when he passed away. And I mean, I had heard for years people talk about fire and brimstone and all that kind of stuff, and I really didn't believe it until I sat in that funeral and I thought, oh my Lord. Like, oh my Lord. Like, I'm scared for my life. Like, I really was. Anyway. Look at this. Ray Kingman put like 5,000 Christmas emojis in such a descending order that it's like perfection. I love it. Okay, Sarah, I don't know why this comment just really gets to my heart. I love this. But Sarah said you could totally entertain it. Dinner table would look great, all set up, and you could... I mean, this is so true. And when Alex's family came over for his birthday, like, we had such a great time. And you're so right. Like, we totally could. And we had such a great time and just got, you know, dips and hummus. And it just was such a fun night. We had such a great time, you know. But she said you could throw a bunch of big cushions, pillows, and throws on the floor for people or kids to sit on. Also, you can cater food now if you don't want to cook. Whole Foods does it with a bunch of vegan options, too. Or even Costco has stuff to throw in there. We always get Costco mac and cheese. Or like the fettuccine Alfredo. We always host Thanksgiving, and for a few years we were in a tiny one-bedroom apartment with 8 people, and I swear it was more cozy than in our bigger home now. I love that. Thank you. Get the heart. Okay, I'm just going to read this straight through, so I'm not pre-reading it, just in case I don't know what it's going to say. But Christy said, I also feel like that about my mom. It wouldn't take much to do a few little things that would mean so much for her. I regret so much and wouldn't do the same today. Unfortunately, I can't. But I also did have a chance to be there for her later on, and for that, me too. I do feel very grateful for that. I love my mom with all my heart. There's no one like her. And when she passed, I felt like I will never have that type of love again, and it's true. That's exactly how I feel. I never truly understood unconditional love until my mom passed away. Like, I didn't realize what I had lost until it was gone, which is so sad, you know? And I see it, like, with Alex and his mom, and how, like, she is with his brothers and stuff. There's something about, and I can't say all, because I know that there's some, you know, horrible situations out there, But there's something about like a mother's love for her children. I think there's just something about it. Like I was sitting there, I was talking to Liliana the other night when she was getting the kids ready for bed. I could just see it, like in her, how she is. She's so fantastic with those kids, and I don't know. But I don't think it has to just be like with our moms, or our dads or whatever, family. Like with anybody. There's just so many little things that we can do for people to make them happy that takes so very little effort. Like, what's the big deal in just doing it? It's like, it's just a simple act of, like, for me, like, suiting up and showing up to things that will make people happy. It's like there's so many things that you can do, Somebody like hung this over here. I'm like looking at this clothes and shoes thing that you donate clothes to. I've actually brought clothes here before. I think during a vlog one night, and somebody just hung on the door of it like this bag. They didn't even like put it in the thing. Maybe it won't fit anymore, I don't know. Jensen Walk said the speed talking gives me anxiety. Well, my response to probably be that this isn't the vlog for you then. Emmy said, trying to catch up on all that I've missed. You're the best, Peter, despite being generally depressed for a couple weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. I've had the thought, but I can watch those Peter vlogs to feel a bit better. Oh, I feel better already. Oh, thank you so much. Cindy said, Peter, I absolutely love your smile on the thumbnail. You look so cute. Which thumbnail was that? I don't even know which one it was. You guys are so sweet. Denise said, hi, Peter, Rosie. I was on the Joe Rogan Experience here on YouTube. Maybe check it out. I will definitely do that. So many Christmas emojis. Someone asked, okay, this is Rockin' Robin. My eyes are starting to get blurry. I might have to get off here. So I saw this ad pop up about a show called Monsterland. Is anybody watching it? Is it worth paying for that channel? It looks so scary. I don't know anything about it. Let's look it up real quick. Monsterland. It looks like a movie on Hulu. The first episode starts on October 2nd. Encounters with mermaids, fallen angels, and other strange beasts drives broken people to desperate acts. I'm gonna have to put that in my... What's that called? Here, I'm gonna put that in my thing to watch. Monsterland. So I can get my money's worth out of Hulu. What a joke. I never use that. I watched Love, Victor, and that was like the last thing. It's like the only thing I think I've watched in there. Oh no, we watched Handmaid's Tale, part of it. JD said, hey Peter, sounds like you had a great day. Just wanted to ask, is it not scary to some extent that Florida Atlantic coast is very high? Extent that Florida Atlantic coast is very high prone territory for hurricanes, cyclones, and tropical storms. I know it would be lovely to live by the beaches and warm weather. I just can't see why you wouldn't want to choose a safer city in Florida to retire, like Kissimmee, etc. area. First of all, Alex would never move there. But okay, this is Alex's dream. His dream has always been to be in South Florida. So when we first got together, it wasn't like a big thing on my list. It was just never my pipe dream. But that had always been, I want to live in South Florida, like around Miami. I would say, like, Hollywood, Aventura, whatever. But I think that's part of the risk that you take in living there, just like part of the risk that people live. I'm not, first of all, we will never, I don't think, be there 100% of the time. It'll always be going back and forth. But I think that's part of the risk that you take, you know? I just had a friend of mine that had, like, has a place in the Panhandle, and it was just like, because of the hurricanes, it was like, and they didn't expect it to come through that way. It was really hurt. But I mean, I know what you're saying, yeah. I don't really think about it much, honestly. Judith said, love what you're wearing. I want it. About my hoodie that I got. Not my hoodie, but the zip up thing that I got to wear. That beige thing. Where did I get that? I don't remember where I got it now. Macy's, maybe? I think I got it at Macy's. I don't remember. Lisa said, Peter, I didn't know you always looked out for aliens. I didn't even get this when I first read it. I can help you. I'll send you a picture of me first thing in the morning without makeup on. Girl, you better be nice to yourself. I can't believe how many people make it to the very end, and like, this is so happy. That makes me so happy. Thank you. Oh, there's Caitlin. Can we do a driveway vlog for old time's sake? Yeah, absolutely. This is kind of like a driveway vlog, isn't it? And then she said, freaking love you, Peter Monn! I love that so much. By the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody that sent me pictures of themselves in Good Judy t-shirts. It makes me so happy. Keniona said, I hope I pronounced that name right. Peter, my daughter's name is Liliana, and whenever you speak about your sister-in-law, my daughter goes, why is Boom Boom Peter talk? Aww, I love that. This person keeps on posting on my channel, and I keep on blocking them. They put a timestamp, and they put beautiful girls here online, and I'm like, okay, this is, you need to be off my channel with your spam. Sean said that she finally found some LaCroix limoncello at Walmart today and that she can't wait to try it. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Sean. Deborah said, so glad you seem to be happier. I feel so much happier. I really do. K3 said you can make vegan Rice Krispie treats with Dandy's marshmallows and urban. Well, I can eat butter because I'm not vegan, but I don't. What are Dandy's marshmallows? Because it's the marshmallows that have the stuff in it. Never heard of those. I don't know why it's cracked me up, but Amber said, hello, hello, hello. And then, oh, and then she put the Christmas trees at the end. I thought somebody was responding to her. All right, you guys, well, listen, I am like sitting here and I'm like, do you see me? I'm like, I'm starting to get like real tired. So I'm gonna get off here now and I'm gonna give you guys a super, super short goodbye tonight because I actually vlogged longer than I thought I would. So anyway, I'm just gonna say I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like my friend Stephanie says, all you need to say is I love you, good night. So I love you guys. Oh, look at my fancy funny hair. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Good night. Bye, love ya.